was the actress, our first actress that we've done. And Leanne Toomey was the role that won for her, obviously, from The Blind Side. Ann Porter, and Gov, help me out, or Heather, I don't remember the Ann Porter was in what movie? Speed.
Annie Porter.
Okay, Annie Porter, yep. And then we had Ellen Rourke, and Debbie Ocean, obviously from Ocean's 8. But I watched last night and it was funny because they were talking about Rourke or Rourke, depending on where they lived, A Time to Kill. And Gov asked me if I would do what Samuel L. Jackson did in this movie. Yes, and the answer is a resounding absolutely. I may have done it in a different way, but the result probably would have been the same.
Yeah, it's a toughie, man, because I don't, my core beliefs, I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
But it's probably the biggest thing that I would face in my life. Because I don't know, one of the things I was always taken aback by the South Carolina church shooting 7 years ago was how responded to showing grace and mercy and being that stuff. There's a moment.
Samuel L. Jackson to draw the Lord is our hands.
Down in Texas, like,
So when I threw my gratitude over at the TV and turned the Tigers off on Saturday night, after making watch called Bird Strike with the bases loaded, I went to A Time to Kill, and it took me 2 nights because I had absolutely no idea it was that long. That's a long movie.
Was it? I don't remember.
Oh, it was like 2.5 hours. So I had to carry over to last night.
a lot of sweat in that movie, too.
Yeah. Yes, they're always
Everybody.
sweating. They're just like
Everybody.
doing the entire time.
Well, I don't know if there's a great transition to the topic I was going to talk about with Dewey.
Speaking of sweating,
Speaking of sweaty, you may have been getting ready this morning for the first time in over a year because workplaces were opened up today, May 10. The state of Michigan reached the 55% vaccination level. That's everybody that has had at least their first shot in the state of Michigan, which for Governor Whitmer's graph that she put out said after we reach 55%, 2 weeks after that, we will open up the workplace. And if you are on your way to work right now, 248-539-9797, if you had to get ready for the first time in over a year, if you had to get the kids out the door and get to the office, we want to hear from you. What's it been like? Are you going back, or are you drawing a hard line and said, you know what? I have fallen in love with working from home.
If you're someone putting pants on today and leaving the house, we want to hear from you. 248-539-9797. John, I think people fall into 2 camps. There's the people who are like, this is great. I don't have to commute. I don't have to see people. My day is done and I'm at home. But I do think people miss social interaction. There are some people who are excited to get back into the office.
Oh, absolutely. That was one of the things when I talked to Jimmy, and I came on in October. I said, "Hey, can I come into the studio?" And for a long time, we were here, but I was in the studio, a separate studio. Now that we're all fully vaccinated, we're allowed to be in the same studio. We still have the glass in front of us, and I know that workplaces are doing everything they possibly can to make sure that when people do come back, they feel protected, they feel safe, they feel like they can do their job. And Tom is still in another studio right now. Heather is still at home. This is how we are operating, and I think a lot of companies are going to operate the same way for quite some time. I don't know that everybody has said, open up the doors and get back.
This hybrid stuff, it's like, well, we found out some of our employees are just as, if not more productive when we stay out of their business and let them do it from home.
Yeah.
So I am curious, like, how people's workplaces have adapted.
It's funny that you mentioned, putting pants on, because I wonder how many people started to get ready and set their clothes out from last night and said, you know what, I'm going to try that on.
I'll make sure it fits.
I'm not sure it fits anymore.
The COVID-19 that you put on during this pandemic.
issue. I
Well,
don't.
just to sum this up, and I know other people have you. Do you work closely with somebody that you never met? Like, have you worked with somebody, like started working with somebody that you never even met, like in person? It's all been virtual. Because this is happening to Heather this morning, I believe. I don't think Heather has ever met Jim.
No.
I don't
No,
think you've ever seen. I don't think you knew what Jim looked like until he got
No,
on his.
I Googled you last night.
Oh,
I did
boy.
Google you just so
What you found?
I would have an image of what
Oh,
you
no.
looked like before I saw you on Zoom. Then you want to be like, oh my gosh, that's who he is?
Oh,
So,
no.
no, I did know what your face looked like before I saw you, but no, I've never met you in person.
No, that's a good point, Tom.
So your husband's gonna be. Colin's gonna be like, how come you're googling Jim Costa?
She's a big fan. She heard some of my stuff on Casey Mize last night, so.
Yes, I'm actually googling Jim Costa right now and seeing what the first.
What can I scrub?
The first article was about him coming back to 97.1. The first article I saw,
Yeah,
so that's
there
the
you
one I
go.
clicked on, and there was like your headshot in there, and yeah.
The first one that comes up. Are you by any chance a congressman on the side?
You don't know how much I get this stuff. So I get Jim Costa, who's a congressman out in California, and then there's Jim Acosta.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
For the last 4 years was like a source of a lot of ire for people, and I'd get tweeted and messaged.
You get Acosta.
You're enemy of the people. I just have thoughts on the Lions. What do you mean?
Heather, he's the guy that goes after Trump.
Yeah, it's like Sam Stoney here, just a younger version. So yeah, actually, Heather, I'm glad that you said that you Googled him, because I did as well. And in this business, before I came to 97.1, I was on a number of different stations, and I was doing it from home. And I actually went for 2 years hosting a radio show that I had never met the individual in person. I didn't even cross my mind to Google them to see what they looked like. And so we went out to the national championship game, and I actually met him in person. Didn't look at all like I thought. And you develop this
You do.
persona in your mind of what you should look like. And it didn't fit.
When you're like reading a book and you just start picturing what the characters look like, and then
Yes.
they make a movie.
They
and you're
make a
like,
movie.
that is not what I thought they looked like. Exactly.
Yes. So actually, a question: if you're going to be going after the right, when a book is turned into a movie, do you go back and research to make sure it's factually correct?
So I feel like I'm wading into a conversation that you guys already had.
It's more of an ongoing conversation because Stoney will dock a movie because it's not factually correct, even though we all know they're made in Hollywood.
Right. It's for entertainment.
And
Yeah.
they're based on
Yes.
based on
Based on-
true events.
Now, how loose is it? But yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not going to get in there and go, like you guys were joking about The Blind Side. Well, Michael Oher was actually 320 pounds, so
That's what Stoney said last week.
come
No,
on.
he won't. Okay, Stoney will not watch it. He will not watch Invincible.
They have Stoney Jr.
He won't watch Invincible with Vince Papel.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not, he's from Philly, and he's like, it didn't go down that way, and he scored in the preseason game, and yada, yada. It's like, he won't watch Ruby.
Could you imagine if they made the movie on what actually happened, though, and it was just boring for 2 hours? And just, why did I go to see this?
And he wants everything to be like an exact, like, drama, or documentary, where it's just completely 100%. There it is. No, he said it, not the.
Yes, they did quote him correctly. But yeah, if you're on your way to work right now for the first time in almost 14 months, give us a shout. Let us know how it's going. I did notice over the past week, as the mask mandate was lifted, as people felt, I don't know if it was just that they felt more comfortable going out, or that they
Weather
just,
was nicer too.
the weather was
That played
beautiful.
into it.
Traffic is unbelievable. The one side benefit of the pandemic is you could go anywhere at any time of day and not have to worry about traffic. Now, with 75 being shut down and worked on, with everything, the orange barrel season is up and running and in full swing, traffic has become almost unbearable. And it's been since the pandemic, or at least since the mask mandate was lifted, and now I'm curious as to what the roads look like out there as well. But I tell you what, we're not going to be talking about traffic a whole lot because we're here in the studio, but we do have news with Heather next.
Yes, so things got a little awkward on ESPN on Saturday, so we've got to talk about that. Plus, I've got a food that could potentially extend your life
All
if
about
you're willing
that.
to eat it.
All right, 97.1 The Ticket.
Hey you guys, Heather Park here. If you're a sports betting fan, you gotta go check out my friends at BetRivers Sportsbook. After an exciting first ever NBA play-in tournament, the first round of the playoffs is underway this week with teams competing for their shot at the title. Now, whether you're a hoops fan or if baseball or soccer is more your vibe, everyone can get in on the action at BetRivers Sportsbook, okay? So they've got both new and existing users covered with daily profit boosts and special promotions every day of the week. And right now, BetRivers offer fans 20% boosts on any live bet on Mondays, any baseball bet on Wednesdays, and soccer bet on Saturdays. So whether you're betting the action on the hardwood, diamond, or pitch, you can place your bets with any award-winning platform that's going to put fans first, and that's BetRivers Sportsbook. So don't miss out. Log in or create your account today at BetRivers.com, Detroit's hometown sportsbook, and bet with a winner. Visit BetRivers.com for full terms and conditions. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center. No accidents to deal with on the drive this morning. Just a little heavy through a couple of work zones. I-75 southbound from 14 Mile to 696 and on M59 between Romeo Plank and Card Road. 75 Fisher Freeway northbound from Dearborn Street to Springwells in southwest Detroit. Road work continues. There's a double left lane closure periodically with a lane shift. The deck-deco route you can trust is 4th Street or 94. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
The Detroit Tigers host the Cleveland Indians. Pre-game tonight at 6:50 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Hi, this is Bill from Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during Jeep Freedom Days. We have a great selection of new Jeeps on the lot right now available for delivery. If you have a trade-in or a lease return, we are paying top dollar. Now is the time. So wherever you live, Orchard Lake, Walled Lake, Woodhaven, or Novi, you are a short drive away from the best car buying experience you will ever have. And remember, all roads and all towns lead to Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram at 11.5 and Telegraph.
Hi, I'm David Hall from All Financial. Did you know that in 2020, the average homeowner gained over $20,000 in home equity? You can start on home improvement projects or pay off lingering debt with the increased equity in your home. Our one-of-a-kind process allows the majority of our loans to close in 10 business days or less. Take advantage of historically low interest rates. Call 248-308-5000 or go to davidhallmortgage.com.
Hall Financial, NMLS ID 1467435. Equal housing lender.
I'm with Applied Imaging customer Scott Bruckman, business manager for Partners in Internal Medicine. Scott, you transitioned to Applied Imaging from a manufacturer direct relationship.
Everything from there kind of just got better. I think we transitioned not only our copying service, but our printing service. We transitioned quite a bit of business to Applied Imaging because of the quality of service that he brought.
With Applied Imaging, you're always working with live people.
Yeah, honestly, it's the customer service. I can make a phone call and somebody on the other side of the phone is answering with a friendly voice.
What's been the bottom line benefit of your Applied Imaging relationships?
Just the quality of the customer care. They make sure that we're running and have all of our needs fulfilled, timely, friendly.
Call Applied Imaging today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedimaging.com. Applied Imaging, fast, friendly, friendly.
Are you a journeyman bricklayer striking out on the benefits and pay department? Try! Man, step up to the plate and join Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers Local 2. Join now. Receive top pay, paid health insurance, a real pension, plus a $2,000 signing bonus. You deserve more. So if you're tired of working too hard for too little with no retirement security, then it's time to build your future. Local 2 has dozens of positions to fill now. Visit bricklayers.org and click on Join BAC.
So, how can I promote my new curbside pickup service?
It's possible with Staples Connect. I need custom floor decals that'll get noticed, not just walked on. Also possible, Staples Connect can help your business grow with custom printed sales and marketing materials. And now get 15% off signs, posters, and decals when you spend $75 or more. Explore what's new at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. And Expense $5.29. Visit staples.com/signage for details.
So a friend told me about Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and his exact words were, "It changed my life."
I used to spend a ridiculous amount of time trying to remove tomato sauce from inside our microwave and soap scum off the bathtub.
It's like seriously magic, and my secret weapon for cleaning the kitchen, bathroom, doors and walls, and even keeping my sneakers clean.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser.
Greatest invention ever.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, the unicorn of cleaning.
I'm Dr. Baker, an ER physician. If you're having leg pain, swelling, or redness, but haven't talked to your doctor yet, don't wait. This could be deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot which could travel to your lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism, which could cause chest pain or discomfort or difficulty breathing and be deadly. Your symptoms can mean something serious, so don't wait. Talk to a doctor right away, by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
Odyssey is your new home for all the audio that matters to you. Download the Odyssey app today.
Heather is up with news. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning, guys. So the state of Michigan wants teachers and students to wear masks in school, even if people are fully vaccinated. So the Department of Health and Human Services is recommending the masks, but is not requiring them, saying that because most students remain unvaccinated, schools and child care providers should continue to follow the COVID-19 prevention strategies for at least the remainder of the 2020-21 school year, which includes wearing masks while indoors. The guidance does also recommend everyone wear a mask while playing contact sports indoors. So, I don't know, obviously I don't even know what's going on in schools because I don't have any kids to know how schools are functioning. I mean, do your kids have to wear masks still in school?
Yes, they do. And I have one that'll be out at the end of this week, another one that'll be out in a couple of weeks. So they've resigned to the fact that they're going to have to finish the school year. It's more concern about what will they have to do come August or September of after the summer. So
I would imagine that they're not going to need to have masks after this.
I hope not, because
unless something crazy happens. I mean, we have no idea what this pandemic is going to do 4 months from now.
Right, but as of July, like July 1st, right, there's no more mask mandates in like restaurants. So you'd think anything post-July, that'll be how it goes.
Yes, and you just hope that
right,
everything keeps trending in the good direction. Yeah, but for no, yeah, totally.
No. Okay, you guys. Nuggets head coach Michael Malone really doesn't like to be called Mike, apparently. I don't know if you heard this, but during Saturday night's Blazers-Nuggets playoff game, ESPN's Cassidy Hubbard interviewed Malone before the start of the fourth quarter, and things kind of got off to a bit of an awkward start when she called him Mike Malone.
The Nuggets, Mike Malone, and Coach
Michael
Malone. My apologies, Coach. I'll get that right here in the playoff.
So she apologized there. This was live on air, of course, and she did apologize again on